Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marston here, and today I want to talk about 5 characters that I personally want in Smash. I already made my video on 5 characters that I think will make it into Smash for Switch, but in this video I want to talk about characters that I personally want in Smash for Switch. So my list is in no order, but I do kind of want to get some of the obvious ones out of the way first. So first character I want in Smash Switch over any other character is definitely King K. Rool. I've wanted King K. Rool in Smash for a long time. King K. Rool is easily one of my favorite characters of all time in any video game, and I just think it'd be so cool if he was in the game. I mean, think about King K. Rool in Smash Bros. He'd be kind of like Bowser, I think, and as long as they didn't make him like have somewhat of King Dedede's moveset, I think he'd actually be pretty good. It'd literally either go one of two ways, which is going to sound obvious, but he'd either be pretty good or just really bad. Because you have characters like Ganondorf, who are big characters who just are not good in Smash. And then you have characters like Bowser, who actually is pretty good in Smash for Switch. Well, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself, in Smash 4. And Donkey Kong is really good in Smash 4 as well. So I think that King K. Rool would be a really cool addition, and it'd be so easy to make his moveset because in Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, and actually in Donkey Kong 64, he always had a different appearance and moveset, so they could easily just implement that into Smash. I mean, his up B could use his propeller that's in Donkey Kong Country 3, his side B, or actually probably his neutral B, would be like the gun that he uses in Donkey Kong Country 2, and then he could also have like a side B that would be kind of like a dash, but it'd be like, I guess kind of like Captain Falcon's side B a little bit, except it would just be him like running really fast and it could bash into a character. Or his side B could actually be throwing his crown like he does in Donkey Kong Country 1. So there's a lot of different things they could do with King K. Rool, and again, I think his moveset would be really easy to make because he has a ton of different stuff in all of his games. So first pick, King K. Rool. Also, he did very well in the ballot, considering all the fan Smash ballots that were made. He was always really high on those, so I think that there was a clear demand for him, and the fact that they made a costume for him in Smash 4, I think that it's very clear that people want King K. Rool in the game, and I think that the developers are actually aware of that. So next up on the list is Dixie Kong. I've wanted Dixie Kong in the game for a while too, and everyone always says, well, she'd probably just be like a clone of Diddy Kong, or they have the alternate skin in Smash 4 for Diddy Kong, but that's not the same, and she would not be a clone. I mean, her dash attack alone would definitely be different. Because for some people, they may not notice this, but they actually did their dash attacks to be like they are in their mainline series games. And by they, I mean the Donkey Kong representatives in Smash. Because Donkey Kong's dash attack is him rolling, and in Donkey Kong Country, that's what he does when you hit Y. And then with Diddy Kong, his dash attack is that cartwheel that he does, and he does that when you hit Y in Donkey Kong Country as well. So I can guarantee that if Dixie Kong does end up being in Smash, her dash attack will be her twirling her hair just like she does in Donkey Kong Country. And then her up B would probably be her like going really high up with her hair, and then maybe she could kind of twirl down and she'd be able to stay in the air longer. Her neutral B could be that little pop gun thing that she has in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. And I think her moveset in general would just be kind of easy to make considering the way that they did Diddy Kong. I do not think she'd be a clone at all, but I think that it would be easy for them to make her moveset. So I think that she'd be perfect in the game, and I think it's ridiculous that people say that she'd be a clone, because I don't think she would be at all. And then the last obvious character that I have on my list is Geno. I really want Geno in the game. I know a ton of people want Geno in the game. They made a costume for Geno in Smash 4. I'm hoping that he has a decent chance with this new game. I just think he'd be so cool. His moveset, along with the other characters that I mentioned, would be very easy to make because he has all those moves in Mario RPG. They would just have to translate them into Smash. So I think he's a very obvious and easy pick. It would just be copyright stuff in terms of Square Enix, but they made that whole video when they added Cloud, and they talked about how, you know, oh, since we're doing this collaboration, we were actually able to make a Geno costume. So I think that they would be on board with doing it. It's just a matter of, will they do it? All right, so this next character on my list is someone that I have not talked a lot about on my channel, but it's someone that I've been a huge fan of since I was really little, and that's Knuckles. I really think Knuckles should be in this game. His whole glide mechanic alone from his mainline series games would be really, really cool in Smash, I think. I think it would add an interesting element to the game, and I think it'd be very different. And the fact that he's always just kind of punching the air and stuff whenever he's doing like his victory dances and stuff, I think they can make a really cool moveset with him. And his attitude alone, I think he'd be fun to play. And I think that he'd be a character that some people use to tilt other people because his taunts would probably be very vicious in terms of getting someone to get mad. So I think he'd be really cool. And again, I think his moveset, like the other characters, would be pretty easy to make. So I would really like to see him in the game. And I think it would be cool if Sonic had another representative in the game. Even though Sonic isn't really Nintendo, in my opinion, he basically is at this point. I mean, there's nothing to really back that up. It just, I don't know. He's been in the game since Brawl, and a lot of people that are into Nintendo are into Sonic as well, so I don't know. I think it would just make sense, but we'll have to see what happens. I would really like him in the game, though. And the last character on my list is someone that will not make it into Smash. If he and she does, then literally anything is possible. But this character is someone that actually almost made it into Smash because apparently there was code for this character, or should I say characters, in one of the Smash games, and that's Banjo and Kazooie. I would love to see Banjo and Kazooie in the game. I'm someone that actually believes that they put Duck Hunt Dog in Smash 4 to kind of give Banjo Kazooie fans something to be like, okay, well, this is somewhat what it could have been like. I don't know. It's weird to say that because Duck Hunt Dog just kind of uses projectiles. That's like the main way you play Duck Hunt Dog. But it really did feel like that was their way of being like, yeah, we wanted to put Banjo-Kazooie in the game, but we just couldn't do it. I don't think they would do it. I know that Microsoft would probably allow them to do it, but that's when you get into copyright where it might not be worth it for Nintendo because they'd have to obviously spend money to get the rights to this character. And this character doesn't promote anything for Nintendo, but there is a counter argument to that because Cloud. Cloud was literally added because Sakurai was like, I know people wanted him in for a long time, so we added him. So, I mean, with that, it is possible. I don't see it happening, but if it did, it'd be amazing because just like all the other characters I've mentioned, the moveset would be really easy to make because Banjo and Kazooie games were all about just the different moves you could learn and just utilizing them. So there's plenty of stuff to go by in terms of making a moveset for Banjo and Kazooie. So I'd like to see Banjo Kazooie in the game, but I don't think it's going to happen. So the 5 characters that I'd like to see in Smash for Switch are King K. Rool, Dixie Kong, Geno, Knuckles, and Banjo Kazooie. So we'll see if any of them make it in the game. I really, really hope so, but only time will tell. So let me know in the comment section below what you think about all this. If you have your own list of 5 characters that you'd like in Smash for Switch, let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.